Holy Moses, look at the water down there. Good morning and welcome to the broadcast. My name's Todd and you are watching Digging Life. On today's little episode, it's a short day. We are going to go and haul a couple of small loads of pea gravel to a customer. And then when we get back, we're going to take a peek down here at where I'm clearing for the new equipment yard and see how that ditch line I cut is doing as far as collecting water and hopefully draining that swamp out. About 8 tons. Make contact with our customer and make sure this is where we're supposed to be before we go and dump out, because that would be bad. Morning, my friend.
Morning. You just barely fit in here too, huh?
You look familiar. I don't know if I've delivered to you before.
You may have.
Let's run on back to the house, drop the 750 off. We'll check out that drainage situation with the new yard construction, and then we'll see what we can get into after that. I got a headache. I am not sponsored by these people. I keep stock in BC powder, and I will tell you something. I don't think that BC powder has anything in it. I think it's a ruse. I think that there's no medicine in it. It is simply how horrible the taste is. Makes your brain completely forget about hurting. This stuff is the worst tasting thing. And I had a friend, high school, Travis. That fool could eat this stuff and not chase it with a drink of any kind. He just put it on his tongue and just disgusting. Nasty what he was. You got a headache, a broke leg, whatever it is, this will fix it. I have to say that's a joke because somebody will go on here with a broke leg and sue me. Oh. Well, it's bad as I have to take 2 of them. One won't do the job. One won't do the job. Oh. Sorry about the wind, friends, but as you can see, this machine is not sinking at all up on this higher ground. So here's the spot that we were looking at from up top. And you can see there's a constant trickle. I don't think I'm really going to be able to use that portion. I didn't get that very well graded. So I'm gonna sneak in here with my machine first and get this draining better. Right now that's about 6 inches deep. So let's get it drained. The water itself is your best level indicator. We're going to let it drain down, and then we're going to see where there's any high spots, and we'll just keep knocking those high spots down, and eventually we'll have a good flat bottom. You all can already see that's good over there, but we got a little high spot right there. So I'm going to knock that out and we should be good. Oh yeah, you can tell that's not spring water. It stinks. It's stagnant. So water's just been coming down through there and saturating all this mud, and it couldn't drain off, which it should now. Now as we work our way out of here, I'm going to dress this ground and slick it up and put a slope on it. Before I do that, I'm going to take a bunch of this old junk brush and I'm going to throw it over across here where I'm not going to be able to get to for a while. And I'm just going to stockpile my brush pile there to let it dry. think I am going to end up burning in here a lot. I think that's how I'm going to get rid of a lot of this. I may not have time to take more trees down today, but I'll at least be able to get this pile moved over. Sorry about the glare. And I'll just keep mashing it over, and then once this area is dried up and I can drop a pipe right there where that is, I'll be able to cross much easier. And no, there's not a good way to speed my thumb up on this particular machine. This is just a slow machine. Alright, last couple of grabs. Moving that brush pile. Sunshine hitting that ground. That's going to help this dry as much as anything. I'll show you something else that's very encouraging here in a minute. Provided I get out of here. See how easy I'm coming out now? This is why I didn't come in here with my grading bucket yet. On terra firma. Get this tree out of here. See if I can just reach this across without getting too deep in the mud. That'll help hold everything in place. Pretty good little brush pile, isn't it? Okay. Now, what I want to do, pull all this back toward me, but in a fashion that it is going to drain off. So it's got to have just a little bit of slope to it. Here's the end goal, friends. Drainage ditch, flat ground as I can get it with sunshine on it. That's going to take our groundwater out. This is going to allow it to drain one way or the other, and I'm going to duplicate that right there. So I'm going to strip all of this off. I see a good bit of standing water there, so I know that's the low point. I need to get that draining. So let's keep it going. You guys and girls, be sure to subscribe and follow this project, because if you can take land that's unusable because it's wet and learn how to dry it up and make it usable, you will make a very good living. It's a pretty rock. You can make a very good living just solving these types of problems. The biggest part of my excavation business is fixing issues that have arisen because of water problems that customers are having. And that's no joke. So I'm going to set this over here. Now all I'm going to do is grab all this rooty and nasty stuff and set it over out of the way, because it'll hold moisture. Luckily, in the worst areas of this, I'm only sinking to the top of the tracks, which is enough to get your butt stuck if you don't know how to lift yourself and pull yourself along. But I'm able to grab material, swing around, rock the machine, and it doesn't keep working its way deeper and deeper. So all we have to do is dry up this top 12 inches of dirt. Unfortunately, it is winter time, and the cold temperatures are not going to help with that. I'm back over on terra firma, and I'm just pulling the dirt back toward me. I can. So that area that I just drove through is very, very firm and dry. That's not where I want to put the ditch. I want to put the ditch where I sink, ideally in between two hard areas. Like right here is a good candidate. Now see, that looks like it's got a hard bottom to this thing. See how it just keeps going, now it's stopped. That's how deep the ground is saturated. Not too bad at all. We can work with that. Gotta get the higher ground. Water will go downhill every time. Unless magic's involved. Just roll film for a couple of minutes here, let you guys see some real time how I'm working my way back. Now what's going to happen is, if we can get it to where water falling out of the sky runs off, the ground below there is going to start drying out. And as it dries, that dirt's going to settle and water won't be able to kind of repopulate in that area. Now what we want to do is grab all this mucky stuff and get it way uphill. I'm probably not going to be able to use this area for a while, so I'm going to just pile it there and let it drain off and dry. If I leave it right there where there was standing water, it's going to take forever for it to dry out, including the ground. I'm going to get this area cleaned up and we will be back. Alright, got the bulk of that junk cleaned off. I'm going to just kind of move this around, because I don't want to just cover my good ground that I do have to use, because I am going to need it before this other area dries out. Very pleased with how this is going. Let's move over a little. Now right through the middle of this is really wet here. Now what we're going to do is fill our way along, and if that bucket disappears out of sight, you better stop. Yeah, it's not really going much deeper. I think what it is this little area just right here is low and it can't drain, so we're going to help it drain. I'm going to follow this short path, and if you look, there's actually a berm right here. I'm thinking that was probably dug years and years ago by somebody to try to fix this issue right here to dry the area below it up. So I'm just moving right along here. Now see, I'm back up on firm ground. Now we're going to turn around and see what happened. I only sunk about 6 to 8 inches there. That's good. That's really, really good. So we're going to turn around now. At the same time, I'm going to strip all of this. I'll do a little time lapse of this so you guys can see the full operation, but I'm going to get way down here right now. I'm going to clear every bit of this that's within my reach. Let's go ahead and rip this guy out, because it's putting shade down. We do not need shade. That glare's terrible, I know. See if he'll come out easy. See how soft that ground is? Pull that little guy right out. Alright, I'm going to switch to time lapse. We're going to clean this and ditch as we go. doesn't mind running a machine through the week and then running it on at his house too. I didn't get any cutting done today. That's a little disappointing, but I did do. Made some great improvements toward drainage. Something big right there. Old ancient stump. I'm just stuffing this stuff kind of where I dug that first ditch. So it's going to be a while before I can use that area anyway. Like a long while. Let's go over here and check out what I've done. Clean my little ditch out here. I'll make kind of a hard bottom, that way water can run off of it really good and not really be able to soak in along that path. Push this down, I got kind of hung up there. Can't see the sun's blinding me. Bridge. I think that's soft. Just let that creek run under my little bridge here. Cross this creek right now. I'll jam these into the bank. That way if it does come a good rain, it won't wash my little bridge away. Gotta have a good way to get to his project site. Now, even though this ground feels firm, I'm not going to park down here. I'm going to go way back up here and park. Well, friends, I didn't get to cut a single tree today, but we did make some really good progress. Got all that ground stripped off. It's pretty rough right now yet, but check it out. I've already got water starting to seep up out of the ground there. This is what it used to be, right here. Stuff just like this. Looks a lot more organized now. Let's just walk on over here. You can see immediately I just got through over here. Water's come up through. That wasn't there about 5 minutes ago. So it should drain to that low area. Should drain right on out of here. And you can see that light brown, that ground on the surface is already dry. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful dirt. I'm very confident I'm going to be able to use this area. And it goes all the way to the biggest trees you can see right here in front of me. Like that big tree there, that's how far my property goes. That pine goes all the way to that little building right there. So I've got a good bit of usable space here. I'm confident I'm gonna be able to get it to dry out. Made my little footbridge. Best I could do on short notice to myself. I want you guys to comment. Will this work within a couple of weeks? Will I be able to walk out there on all of that and not sink? Comment yes or no. If you guys would really seriously do me just a quick personal favor and click that like button. It doesn't cost you a thing, but it really helps my channel out. If you're new to the channel, again, be sure to subscribe, because I feel like this is going to work. And learning how to do this kind of thing can make you a very good living. We love you guys. Good luck. Get out there, play in the dirt, have some fun, and we'll see you next time.